Rebecca Gilmer, and I've been with the Impact Movement since its very inception. And this evening, we have got a show for you. You already know, most of you, our mission statement. You know that the Impact Movement takes the truth of Jesus Christ to the campus, the community, and the world, and produces African American and those leaders of African descent who are spiritually focused, who are financially responsible, and morally fit. But before we move forward, I want to stop just a little bit to say something about someone who is underwriting this whole broadcast. You've got to know that it costs a lot to do what we're doing, but it's fully underwritten. All right? Fully underwritten. That's right, by the Adams Group. They're a production company that the Impact Movement uses for all of our conferences. Now, if you've been to any conference in the last few years, you know we have high quality production, and it's because of the Adams Group. The founder of that group is Bruce and his wife, Melody Adams, and they have donated everything that you will see today. So I want to say this about them. Because they are a faith-based organization that wants to lift faith-based organizations, we're planning on using them, and we hope that you do as well. So y'all ready for a really good show tonight? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh yeah, we've got Pastor Keith Battle, Molly Music, Level 316, the founding president of this organization, Charles Gilmer, and we've got a live studio audience. Thank you very much. And we know you're out there watching on campus. I've just gotten word that we've got like 50 viewers out there who are already in the chat room. And then how many did we say that we have? 8 campuses are online. So we see you out there. Keep talking to us. We know that we've got a number of churches who formed watch parties, and I want to stop a minute and say a special hello to my home church in Orlando, Florida, Mount Pleasant Missionary Baptist Church, where the worship is exciting and the word is explained. And so Pastor Black will be there next Sunday, all right? There are lots of churches who are watching with us. These churches are not only watching in places that are very close, they're all the way across the nation, including in New Orleans. And we give a special shout out to those in New Orleans, knowing that you underwent another hurricane, and we know that you are getting strong again. For tonight only, I think you now know that we're doing something that we've never done before. The Impact Movement, until midnight tonight, for the first 100 who register by paying their $75 deposit, that first 100 would have a chance to go to the conference at a discount of $80. In other words, instead of paying the $279, do the math. How much do you pay? $199. Tonight, $199. You'll get a chance to do that with putting down your $75 deposit. Well, let's get this thing started, huh? All right. We've got all the way from the University of Kentucky, Black Voices, and they are here to bring us in with praise. Would you welcome them?
You are Lord of everything.
for me, so I will. God has done great things. He has done great things for me, so I will. He has done great things for me, so I will. He has done great things. He has done great things for me. 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 So I will bless the Lord. Bless the Lord. Bless the Lord. Like y'all believe what y'all singing. Has he done great things for you? Oh, yes, indeed. Let me tell you, in the chat room, this is what folks are saying about you all. The tweet is, the choir is hot. And the chat room says that y'all sing with great style. So how you like that? All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, I want to talk to your vice president, Sierra Coleman. We talked earlier. Come here. I want you to tell these folks what you told me. Now, Sierra, you're a senior at University of Kentucky. So looking forward to graduating.
Yes, I'm very excited about graduating.
And you serve with this choir as vice president.
Since my freshman year.
Freshman year. And you also have gone to an Impact conference.
Yes. I went to Impact 10 in Atlanta, Georgia. And it was an awesome experience for me. It was life-changing.
When you say awesome and life-changing, tell us particularly in what way?
With me being naturally shy, it really took me out of my comfort zone, and I was able to learn how to share the gospel effectively, and I took back everything I learned back to school to share with my family, my friends, and it was just awesome seeing people the same age as me not afraid to worship God. So I really enjoy myself.
Yes, and so you know now how to communicate your faith to someone else.
Yes,
you understand the gospel and can truly share it.
Yes, ma'am.
That is so good. And you said when you went to the conference, you were a little bit on the fence, but you went to some workshops and sessions. What difference did that make in your life?
As you said, when I went to the conference, I was struggling with some things, but I went to the workshop, and it was encouraging seeing people who had the same struggles that I had. And I gained hope, that I could overcome those struggles, and I did. And
All right, girl. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear. So, okay, so with all of that, you said you went to Impact 10.
Yes, I did.
So, of course, you went back to New Orleans for Impact 11.
Unfortunately, I did not go to Impact 11.
Okay, now I knew that. Tell everybody. I know, huh? Yeah? Tell everybody why you didn't go.
I didn't go because of financial reasons. Sometimes it's hard being a college student. The money just wasn't there.
It can be hard. But you told me earlier you heard about something tonight. What did you hear?
The discount.
Do you know how much the discount is?
$80.
$80, girl. $80. 80.
$80.
And for those of you who may have just tuned in, it's an $80 special discount for the duration of this live broadcast and up until midnight Eastern time. And so you don't have to pay the $279 that you would normally pay to register for the conference and get 4 nights in the Hyatt Hotel and get all of the concerts, etc. $279, you don't pay. You save $80 by registering by midnight, putting down $75, which I know you told me that you're looking forward to doing.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you're going to do that. And then that means that you will be able to go for $199. Yes. We've never cut this much off the price of a conference, but we wanted to do something special tonight. Thank you. Sierra, thank you so much. I'm glad to know the difference it made in your life and that you're walking with the Lord. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. Thank you. Now, do we know how many are now online? Did you say 103 are online viewers and groups? Oh, yeah, now we're talking, huh? The numbers are growing. And this time for Impact 12, we are making a special emphasis on our gospel choirs. So I'm glad you all from University of Kentucky have joined with us because we are targeting you across the nation. What we have done, we're in conversation with Mali Music so that he will have special sessions, at least one, with the gospel choirs that come. special session, any member that comes. And not only that, we're talking to him about how much he might be able to interact with you all. And already, the Impact Recording Artist Level 316 have agreed to review original music that anyone may write. They'll sit down with you and help you think of how you can hone that. Now, they won't be able to do that with everybody, but they will be able to do that for the first number that gets there. So we're excited about that. They'll give you feedback. And that feedback had been given to them, and they know the difference that can make. So I don't want to spend a whole lot of time you hearing about that from me, because we have with us the manager of Level 316, and I'm going to ask Rasul Berry to join me on stage. Now, I've known Rasul a long time. Matter of fact, we share the same alma mater, right, although you're a tad younger than I am. Rasul graduated from the University of Pennsylvania, and he's been on staff with the Impact Movement. Yes? For how many years now?
12 years.
12 years on staff with the Impact Movement. Just a great asset to all that we do in moving the mission and vision forward. That is said in your presence, but it's also said when you're not there. Those of you who have gone to the conference know that Rasul has spoken at the conference before and has gotten really good reviews from that. Okay, so at Penn, I know you did not major in music. Matter of fact, I've been with you in some praise and worship times, and I don't think...
Really?
Well, I don't think music is your strength.
You don't put me out there like that.
So how did this happen? How in the world are you now managing a successful music group?
Yeah, I am walking proof of the truth that God values availability more than ability, because I don't sing or anything. But even before I became a believer, music was just such an important and valuable part. It's just how God spoke to me and even drew me to himself. And so in being involved with Impact, having the opportunity to work with musicians and to really just encounter that. I remember my first Impact conference, I met a Christian hip-hop group called Cross Movement.
Yeah.
And that was my first time really experiencing Christian hip-hop before. And as a young believer, still struggling with how to make the right choices about what to listen to, that was really a key turning point in my life. And so now, fast forward 10 plus years later, I get the opportunity to help other people experience that. It's just been an incredible thing with Level 316 and Impact Music in general.
And Level 316 has been signed to the Cross Movement record
Full
label, and so, but they've been wildly successful.
Yeah. Yep. Actually, the first album debuted number 8 on Billboard and number
8, y'all,
1 on
on
Amazon.
Billboard.
Yeah.
Yes. And you all had some other acclaim as well.
Yeah, we've had over 100,000 views on YouTube on our videos, and just recently came back from Europe on a tour, so it's been exciting.
Yes, and so these are missionaries who are serving the Lord through music, and you all call yourselves?
Musicianaries.
Musicianaries. So let's bring them on. We need to hear from Level 316.
Yeah, I'm excited for them. Are y'all excited? Give it up for Level 316.
Ladies, can you sing something for the people real quick?
Sure, absolutely. Let's do it. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and go. Here I am, this is my life. From the ups and downs, been turned around. Now I'm called to the light. I've been made new. Yes, it's true, oh true, oh true, oh true. Come on, y'all,
how y'all feeling out there? Y'all still with us up here? Well, y'all gotta stand up with us, man, if y'all trying to have a good time. Live broadcast, we excited to have you. We Impact Level 316. And we want to hear y'all make some noise. Yeah. Stand up to your feet, man, if you're trying to party tonight. How you feeling, Candace? How you feeling, Kristen? That's how she feeling. Yeah.
We're doing quite well over here, see?
I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
Here we go, level 316, missionaries on the scene.
Yo, fresh chase, S-curl, wake
Cap admit that.
Coochie jeans fresh in the
I
back.
couldn't forget that.
I was 16 on the scene.
Fresher than Tic Tac.
Quick to lift up a shirt,
Show off my little six pack.
This cat the nerve of him. Who he think he is or who he was, cause now he's under the blood. Simple dude grew up when he found a new love.
Let me do my tune now.
Yeah, God gave me reason.
God gave me light.
When I fall like the season,
I think God gave me Christ.
Second year in college, on
My knees late at night.
pledged in the Bible.
Alpha and Omega rhyme.
Sight to my old self, I had to say goodbye. Though the picture looked the same.
I was changed up inside.
I'm 27 now and I'm loving, I'm in that right
So,
Let me do my tune now.
Come on, yeah.
Here I am.
Here I am.
This is my life.
it's my life, my life.
On the ups and downs, been turning. Now I'm caught to the light.
I'll be caught to that light.
Light, light, made new.
Yes, it's true.
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 True. Shit, dog.
Yo, let me hear everybody make some noise.
Yeah.
I used to roam in the streets of Fort Wayne. Ain't nothing changed. That was the name that I gave because this condition remained.
As is.
As a kid, I was introduced to a lot of things that would cause me to fall and put up a mask like Halloween. Dream with a be on the centerfold of a magazine. Playing ball with the pros and the NBA was my fantasy. Unfortunately, my fantasy wasn't fair for me. A guy had greater things in store for the poor like Pepsi. Into the kingdom, I bring them eternal freedom through Christ Jesus for the reason that they will become. And the one who is in the redeem us like coupons. So I plan to pass on this message like
Great coupon.
as I'm moving along on this journey, I'm still learning discerning things in his word as I'm keeping his fire burning. Far from Omar S, but involved in higher learning. So,
Let me do my tune
Come
now.
here.
Here I am.
Yo, here I am.
This is my life.
it's my life, my
On
life.
the ups and downs, been turning. Now I'm caught to the light.
Shit, light, man.
Made new.
Made new.
Yes, it's true.
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 True. Yo, if y'all in the building right now, man, we want to hear the loudest scream you can make great. Man, come on. What?
Let me do my
Yo.
tip.
Anybody got a dance out there? Let me see you dance right now. What you got for us?
Let me do my
Hey, come on, come on.
Let me do my tip.
Yeah, live broadcast, do your job.
Can I do my
Yeah, KB, come do your job. Do your job. Everybody in the building, go do your job.
Everybody just clap your hands. If you with us, just clap your hands. You wanna have a good time? Clap your hands.
Come on.
Don't be scared.
Clap your hands. All up in the front, can y'all clap your hands? Kinda online, can you clap your hands? Everybody just clap your hands. Let me do my tune now. Okay, like ladies, can y'all do that little pretty part, like one more time? The little let me do my, let me. Here we go. Let me do my, yeah. Okay. Okay.
So,
Let me do my tune now.
Y'all are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all introduce yourselves. Tell us who you are.
Yo, I'm Stevie G, served full-time with the Impact Movement, a musicianary.
My name is Kristen KB Newton. And I go
KB
by
just got
KB.
married,
I just
y'all.
got married, y'all. Yeah.
And KB, we're gonna let you go because you also are directing this live broadcast. So how about you
Yo,
go
make some
back
noise
out?
for KB, y'all. Hold
All
it down.
right.
Double dude.
Okay, yes, Kristen.
I go by K Mace, and I'm a vocalist with Level.
I'm Candace, vocalist.
Crystal, rapper, no vocalist. Yes.
my name's Chris, and I'm a rapper.
We are very grateful for every last one of you all, and I know that you take very seriously your call from God as musicianaries. And you've all been to the conference, right? All along the
Yes.
way? Huh? What kinds of things have you experienced at the conference? Conference changed my life. 2004?
It was amazing. In DC, I mean, I think that's when I really was like, okay, this is for real. Let me stop playing with my relationship with God and get on it. So it was amazing.
Yes. What kind of changes happened in your life?
Consistency, lack of hypocrisy, I guess, in my life, and really just learning how to really live it out, not just talk about it, but be about it.
All right now. All right. Any other stories? Any other kinds of changes in your life?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like a change, but like it was the first time I was able to see like young people who look like me, who like worship God. I usually seen that in like with the older generation, but to see people who are my age, it was like encouraging to do so.
Yes.
Encouraging to see.
And any conference memories? Any kind of fun things that have happened?
I think we can go on for days talking about memories at the conference, man. I mean, there's so many memories. I can mention Keith Battle alone.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
said.
saying?
Enough said.
Keith Battle, he's consistently coming back to our conferences. He was there last year at the Remedy Conference in 2011 in New Orleans. And man, this dude, the way he just breaks down the gospel in a way where you can just walk away and just understand it, I just love that about him. And I know for us, we all know this one quote. You know, if you've been to a conference, you know this quote that Keith Battle said. He says, and y'all can help me with this. He says, so God loved,
God gave, we receive, we live forever.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that quote will forever live in all of our minds and our hearts, man, for real.
Well, you know what? I think because since you are our conference MC, one of the two MCs, and we'll be doing it again for Impact12, our national conference in New Orleans.
Make some noise for that.
I think you should go ahead and introduce that clip that you just described. But before you do, I heard a little rumbling, Crystal, when you heard about what we are charging now for the conference. I'm just going to give you the mic so you can express your opinion.
I just want to get one thing straight, Mrs. Gilmer, okay? I heard, well, you know, you've been saying a few times that the first 100 to register by midnight get a discount of $80, which means they only have to pay $199.
That's right.
Well, we're staff with the Impact Movement, and we don't get in on that. Like, we have to pay $279. But that's incredible. I'm not going to hate. I'm not going to hate. I think it's an amazing deal. It's an amazing deal. And if I was a student, I definitely would have taken advantage of that when I could, because, you know, money's not always
Well,
rolling.
you cracked me up when you were talking about, well, maybe they don't get every night in the hotel.
No, I mean, I figured maybe they have to live in their bus for the other 3 nights and stay in the hotel for 1 night, because 4 nights for $199 plus the conference materials and all of that is
and they get the
amazing.
they get the concerts, they get everything that everyone got. So with that, let's give them a taste of what the conference is like.
Yeah.
How about you do it?
I'm going to do this real quick. For everybody who's in a live broadcast, whether you're in your dorm room, whether you are in a coffee shop on your laptop or whatever, I want to introduce to y'all a man by the name of Keith Battle. He's a pastor out in Maryland, in the D.C. area, strong man of God. And I can say so much, but I just like to say he's hilarious. At the end of the day, this dude is so funny, but when he opens up that book, it is no joke. No joke. And I'm excited that y'all get a chance. So let's roll that clip so they can get a chance to get a little witness of who Keith Battle is, man. Let's roll that clip.
For elaborating on this, but you know, not only is it amazing to me that God loves so much that he gave, but it amazes me that Jesus loves so much that he came. I wish I was at one of them Pentecostal churches right now. They talk back to you. I know y'all sleepy and everything, but you know, you got to think about this for a minute. The love of God, the Father, that gave his Son is one thing. That's powerful. But the love of the Son who came, knowing what he would face before he came, that's another level right there. Because you got to think about this for a minute. The fact that all the terrible things that happened to Jesus while on earth wasn't a surprise to him. He knew what he would face before he came, and yet he came anyway. Would you do that? I wouldn't. I'm going to tell you right now. If you knew ahead of time that the place you were going, you were comfortable where you were, and the place you were going would include humiliation, torture, your life would be taken through the most brutal of executions, and that you would be doing it for people, many of whom would be ashamed to even say that they knew you after you did it for them, nope, I'd pass on that. But Jesus had a copy of his pre-earth itinerary before he came here, and he still came. He knew that he was scheduled to be born in a cold, damp, unsanitary barn amidst feces and urine, the urine of animals. He knew that, but he still came. I'm going to preach anyway. I don't care what you say. He knew that he would be coming into a dysfunctional domestic situation and be conceived by an unwed teenage mother who was engaged to a man who tried to divorce her when he thought she had been unfaithful to him. And knowing he would come into this chaos in his family, he knew that ahead of time, but he still came. Good God. For the first 2 years of his life, his parents would be on the run trying to save his life because the political authority of his day was trying to set him up to be killed as an infant. He knew that, but he still came. He would have to spend his entire life without ever having a girlfriend. Check this out. He never got to go to a prom, never got to engage in sexual relationships, never got to get married or have a family. And in spite of the fact that he was called to remain single and celibate his entire life, a lot of us would have said, I ain't gonna do that right there. That would have been our exit right there. But Jesus knew that, but he still came.
All right. Yeah. There you have it. There you have it. Is that a sample for you or not? Right? There's a sample for you. So that makes you want to come. I know without a doubt. And the chat room is lighting up. We heard that, let's see, a young lady said that she cried when she first met Level 316, and she's so excited to see Level online. Amazing. There are so many exciting experiences at the conference. We talk about, you got a taste of the teaching, but we talk also about the day of outreach. We're going to say more about that because that's the hallmark of our conference, telling people about Jesus Christ and bringing them food. We brought over 11.5 tons of food to people in some of the hardest hit areas of New Orleans last year. But I'm going to tell you what, when it's time for the concerts, y'all look, I'm a Miley fan. When Miley's I take off my shoes, I ain't lying. I get up on the chair, and I'm like, hey, ho, I mean, singing with them the whole time. He can walk on water. He'll walk on water. Oh. Oh, I'm just totally for it. And Miley does it for us. I mean, he gets right there in our face. Totally. I just want you to see a little bit of him. Let's hear from him now.
Yeah, yes, he can walk on water. For the power and might, Jesus the Christ, defines the logical. Yes, he does. Just keep your eyes on him. Keep your eyes on him. Don't look to the left, not to the right. Just walk to the left and keep your eyes on him. Keep your eyes on him. Don't you look to the left, not to the right. Just walk to the left. Keep your eyes on him. Don't you ever look away. No. Don't you look to the left, not to the right. Walk to the left, and keep your eyes on him. He's there, right there. Focus and walk. When you look down, there'll be no ground. You'll be standing on water. Walking on water. Walking on water. You can walk on water.
Hi, I'm Molly Music, and it's something that I want to share. It's just really, really heavy on my heart, and I want to extend this challenge and this dissertation, if you will, to everyone who's watching. I've been a lot of places. God has given me wonderful opportunities to be able to minister in arenas like the BET Awards, 106 in Park, huge arenas. Maybe your church, high schools, middle schools, many places. And I'm so grateful for everything and all the people that God has entrusted me with. And the mission is to reach people. The goal is to inspire, to give confidence to enlighten, to enrich with truth, with humility, creativity, and let the Spirit of God be felt. That's my purpose. That's why I wake up. That's why I live. That's why I write. That's why I sing. And I'm grateful for that. Say all that to say I've been a lot of places, but one place that will never leave me, no matter where I go, is the Impact movement. Last year, I was able to minister on a stage in Atlanta, Georgia, and it was one of the first events that as I was pouring out, I was filled right back up by the response of the people, the youth who were in that building. And there were thousands of us. And we all were on one accord, and we all were lifting up the name of God. And he came and he moved and he touched us. And from that experience, he never left us. We were never the same, and we were forever changed. And I'm grateful to be back, and I'll come back again and again and again. And being in all these places, even church events, even spiritual or religious affairs, there's a lot of hoopla, there's a lot of lights, great sound, but God isn't pleased, and God isn't present everywhere. And it's sad to say, but one thing I know is that God is here. And I support this, and I forever will. Now, I'm not saying that or telling you not to, support where you are, that God isn't where you are, but definitely and surely God is doing something here. And it very could easily be your son. It could very easily be your daughter. It could very easily be your friend. And it could possibly be you. This is a situation and a culture and a civilization and a society where we need a savior. We need answers. We need power. We need the Spirit of God. And yes, there are many places we can get it. But on top of that, we got to support the body as a whole. And God is doing tremendous things here at Impact Movement. These youth are in campuses all over our country, being enriched, Bible studies. The Impact Movement takes them in and raises up leaders, powerful people, and releases them back into the environments that they left so that they can cultivate it and change it. That's what the Impact Movement is about. That's what our walk with Christ is about. That's why we went up to that altar. That's why we received him. And it's not about keeping it to ourselves. It's about sharing it with the world. So I want to challenge everyone, mothers, fathers, grandparents, sons, daughters. Let's continue to make an impact. Let's continue to hold up the bloodstained banner, and let's push it in every way possible so that the Savior can be known, his power can be felt, his presence can be experienced, and his glory can be revealed. It's very, very humbling, and I'm very, very grateful to be on this team. And I want to let you guys know that I need you. We need you. We need your support. We need your love in every way. So I want to encourage everybody, anybody, if it's a pull on your heart, please support the Impact Movement. On the website, just impactmovement.org, there's a tag that says Give to Impact. Please click that. 20, 25, 30. It's not all about the money, but it's about the revenue that we have to be able to make these things possible. Whether you're here or not, you can very well come in contact with somebody who was here that changes your life. And that's what it's about. Young people coming together because we're the only ones who understand. It's not an excuse no more. I wrote a song the other day, and one of the lyrics was, "It'll blow your mind the magnitude of the multitudes that join you," because we always want to say that we think and feel that we're the only ones. You're not the only one. Support this movement. Impact Movement is amazing, but you don't have to take my word for it. So I encourage you to go to www.impactmovement.org, and you can see for yourself on the site all of the wonderful things that are taking place. You have the Impact Arts, which consists of the Impact Music, and Impact Theater, which is coming up. The missionary work with the evangelism and discipleship. Impact tutoring. There's so many things that's going on. I mean, I can't even grasp it all. It's just so much, and I just want to encourage everybody, find something. There's so much within this that you can connect yourself to. I'm sure everybody's passion is in here, and I'm going to encourage everybody to connect themselves to this vision, and please so that this thing can continue to be possible, and this wonderful work, magnificent work, can be sustained. God is here, not just because I said it, but because of the fruit. So I just really wanted to share that. I appreciate all the love and support. Thank you guys for listening. And I pray that this does something for you. If not just for Impact Movement, in your walk. Youth, young adults, college students, inspire somebody. Make an impact on somebody. Change somebody's life with your testimony, with your creativity, with anything you have to offer that lets God be lifted up. Then all men will be drawn into it. Then we'll be able to see the things that we don't see, and then we won't have to make the compromises that we feel that we have to make. Just enjoy yourselves as young people. God bless you. I love you, and to God be the glory.
Well, there you have it. Molly did a good job summing up what happens at the conference. It affected him. He talked about it. He has to come back every year. Molly Music asks us to come and perform at our conference. Very grateful for that. Can't wait to see him live at Impact12 in New Orleans. And we found out that 6 have already registered at the $75, and so they're getting that discount and paying only $199. That's all they'll have to pay. And for those of you who are watching out there, some of the folks in our studio audience has said that they're planning to register as well. So you need to get on it. And 148 are now online, and a young man named Jimmy got saved at Impact 2010, and he's letting everybody know that online. We've seen people come to know the Lord and go on to do huge things. People who are supposed to be studying, I'm being told, or at work, they're supposed to be studying or at work, and they're watching the live broadcast. Now, I can't really condone that. If it's any of my kids supposed to be studying, my kids are among them, they need to go out there and study and at work. So do well with those things too, and I'm sure that you'll get your studying and your work done as well. And I got noticed that Shalisa Mitchell, where's that? Someone was just handing me something earlier. Shalisa, yeah. Shalisa wrote, she's there in the chat room. What's up, sis? And so she wrote to a friend of hers. This book, she talked about the book, A Cry of Hope, A Call to Action. And we gave that to our studio audience here. Y'all hold it up so people can see. Y'all have a copy of A Cry of Hope, A Call to Action? Yeah. And she said that this book challenged her to step out of her comfort zone on her college campus. And seeing people hurting on campuses in the urban community and seeing what it felt like greatly troubled her, and the book was a confirmation to spread the gospel and help challenge others to live the life that they claim. So it's a good book to read and to glean from, and I don't think anybody better can tell us about that than the man who wrote it. Before we hear from him, I want you to see a little bit more information on that book. A Cry of Hope, A Call to Action.
I wanna go, you wanna take.
A Cry of Hope, A Call to Action is a must-read book for anyone committed to seeing lasting change take place in the Black community and communities of African descent. In this book, learn how one man tells the story of thousands and a new generation of leaders of African descent who are igniting change in America and abroad. Log on to www.impactmovement.org and purchase your copy today.
Reverend Dr. Gilmer.
Now, I'm the only one that gets to do this on this broadcast. Yes, this is my wife. Yeah, this is my wife.
Yeah, you are the only one that gets to do that on this broadcast.
Yes.
You want to do that again? No, just a second. So, Charles,
Yes.
writing that book, I know, was out of the passion in your heart. And I want you all to know that when that book is purchased, every bit of that money goes to support the Impact movement. The book is only $10, and Charles has signed over all the rights to the book to the ministry. So please do buy the book. Go there. You'll see right there. You can. There's a place that you can purchase the book right below where you're looking at this online. And I know you've got some things you want to say to us about that. I'm going to give you the stage so that you can.
Okay. Well, thank you. First of all, I just want to say thank you to our staff and fellows who've worked to organize this event, to our ambassadors and friends around the country, our church partners, and our student leaders who have organized these watch parties from coast to coast all over the nation so that people can hear more about this movement. And because it's your faith and faithfulness, your steadfast sacrifice, your ongoing obedience that really makes this possible. I was listening to some of the analysis of the upcoming election just last night, and there was a historian, a presidential historian on there who was talking about the attributes he admires most in presidents. And one of them, he said, was perseverance. And I thought it was interesting that this secular authority would cite this biblical character quality in order to talk about what really comprised good leadership. And really, the book, A Cry of Hope, the Call to Action that we've been talking about, was written in order to help encourage, to enable perseverance for those who are looking to serve the Lord. First of all, I wrote it to be a record of the history of the development of this movement. Whether you were around when Tom Fritz led us to start the first Impact Conference, were there when we started the organization as such, or this is your first exposure to Impact, I think the record will have something in it that you can relate to. Secondly, I wrote it to be a resource. There are a lot of people who ask questions. Where did this movement come from? Why do you focus on college students? Aren't those the people who are getting ahead? Why do we need a ministry to them? There are those who talk about, is it even appropriate biblically to have a ministry that focuses on people of African descent? There are those who wonder, what are our long-term goals for this organization? Where are we going with this? What are we trying to do? And those who wonder if, in light of Jesus' prayer in John 17, how does this all fit in his prayer for oneness in the body of Christ? So the book's a resource to address some of those questions. And then lastly, I want it to be a reminder to all of us of the incredibly privileged position he's placed us in. As college students in this country, we don't recognize the reality that only about 2% of the world's population gets to go and study at the university level. And so we're not the talented 10th. We're the talented 5th of a 10th. Du Bois talked about that talented 10th. We're an incredibly privileged people group. And the reality is we are allowed that opportunity. God has given us that opportunity, not just so we can consume the fruit of our gifts on ourselves, but he's done this so that we can reach back to those who are at risk of being left behind, all the progress that's being made in our country. He's blessed us so that we can be a role model to our kindred on the continent of Africa and those in the African diaspora around the planet. And the truth is, our culture is influencing people all over the globe. And we've got a stewardship to keep. We're to be managers of that responsibility. God is going to hold us accountable for what we do with these opportunities, this platform he's placed us on as a people. And so it's not just enough to, have some lofty rhetoric or some noble words. We've got to act. And that's why at the conference, we actually take a whole day of the conference to go out into the community in partnership with local churches. We partner with the Second Harvest Food Bank, do food distribution in local communities. We train you how to articulate your faith and give you an opportunity to do it that day. And it's one of the things that's such an awesome experience, and it changes people's whole perspective on what it means to walk with Jesus. And so as I close, I just want to encourage you, don't let the dismaying difficulties of coming to the conference stop you. For one reason is that it's worth it. I know you're looking at the cost of the conference thing. I got to have food. I got to get there. That's at least $400. If you're coming from a long way off like the West Coast, it might be double that. But that's a small price to pay for the kind of transformation in your life that you have an opportunity to experience based on the track record of God dealing with people at this conference. It is worth every penny that you'll trust God for and the investment that you'll make by being there. And then secondly, I want to encourage you with the fact that you may not have the money, but God does. And he's already given it to people who are waiting for you to make them aware of your needs so that they can invest in you and in the fruit that God is going to produce out of your life in the years to come, because you took that step of faith of coming to this conference. And on the conference website, there's a video that talks about a strategy you can use to trust the Lord for the money to come to the conference. And I'll just tell you, it's more effective than bake sales. It's more effective than car washes. It's time efficient. And we've seen literally thousands of students utilize this means to see the Lord provide for them to come and be a part of the Impact Conference. And so, in James 2:17, it says that faith without works is dead. You can't just say, I'm trusting God to go and not do anything. You got to do some things. So my challenge to you is to trust God, pray, and do the work that it's going to take for you to see the money come in, so you to be at the conference. And if you'll do that, if you'll take that step of faith, I'm confident, I'm convinced, I'm persuaded that I will see you in New Orleans on December 28th.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's good. Say that. You mentioned an instructional video. You know that this summer, you all don't know that this summer our summer interns created an instructional video. We're going to show that to you all now. Or not. Or not. Yes, but you can
I'm gonna
think.
step down.
Yes, how about you
All
do
right.
that? The smooth thing would have been stepping down during the video, but that didn't work out. But you can look at the video online. You can go online and you can actually see that video, and it tells you everything. Remember when it was, oh, you know who it is. It's a gentleman that you're going to hear from in a little while. His name is Trey Davis. Trey actually followed all the instructions on the video. So let me just show you that. I'm with Trey Davis, who is a senior at the University of South Carolina. And Trey, you're expecting, did you say 20 or 30 for your watch party?
Yes, at least 20 people. We're trying to roll deep.
Oh, that is so good. And you got the message out on Facebook, etc.?
Facebook, social networking, just talking to people, just however we can.
Yes, and you told me that you want people to know where you're meeting just in case you have any late comers.
Yes, late people. Nursing building, 127, USC campus.
All right, nursing building, 127. And you've gone to Impact Conference before, is that correct?
Yes, regional my freshman year and nationals last year.
Now, you faced some hurdles in getting there. There were some things you had to overcome.
Definitely. A lot of things were like off-campus housing, trying to cover rent and everything. Put me in a little financial bind last year, but definitely used the support letters, wrote support letters, sent them out to many people, talked to people, and kind of skeptical at first, like most people probably are, but the money came in. People responded very well. I have money beyond what I needed for our conference, little spending money. USC helped us with transportation. We had a van at a discounted rate, so the Lord did work.
Yes, and I know you said you were surprised, but that you went ahead and followed the instructions that were there on the Impact Movement website.
Definitely, MPD.
That's good to hear, Trey. So, are you coming back for Impact 12?
We will definitely be there. We will definitely be there. This my bad. We'll be there. We're coming deep. Definitely coming deep to New Orleans, planning it. We got a big group coming. Hopefully another 20, maybe 30 coming from USC.
All
We're
right.
planning to come deep, taking over.
All right, sounds like you're throwing down a gauntlet. We'll see what everybody else does from South Carolina.
Oh, the challenge is set.
We'll see you there, Trey. And the instructions that Trey mentioned are on the Impact12 website. So you can go there and you can find out how to do exactly what he just did. We're getting some chats in our chat room. And someone says, what I love most is seeing our young men,
Yeah.
go hard for Jesus. Yes, indeed. Our conference director is a 20-something-year-old, y'all. She's 20-something-year-old. She directs the whole conference. Where her sister, Lauren Burton, has just registered for the conference, and she's paying less money than the conference director herself is paying for that. We do know that it can sometimes be difficult to get to the Impact Conference.
Yes, it can.
Yes, and we know, Tim Swain, that you have experienced some difficulty as you made your way through, but you overcame that.
I did.
You all may know Tim from our Impact Conference video. He's on there. He's a spoken word artist that travels with Level 316. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Tim has opened the conference. He's done many things and brought his artistry and enhanced the work of the Impact movement. So there's a place for everyone. But tell us, what did you do to overcome some of those obstacles?
Well, some of the common obstacles, of course, are financial. And I think one of the things that we did was simply did what we were told to do. We went on the website. We did not go for $199 back then. So we had to raise more money, but one of the things that we decided to do was have power numbers. So we got together, we went to the website, we wrote letters, we sent it to churches. We also just asked churches and different individuals in our lives that could help us get to the conference. And we just showed our passion through that, and people supported. God provided every single time.
Yes. And you stayed connected. Even after you finished school, you went on into the education career.
I did.
And you stayed connected. You stayed connected through the Impact Movement Network. Why?
I stayed connected through the Impact Network because it was a great opportunity for me to network with people post-college and some of the same issues that we have in terms of just learning how to take the vision and the mission of the Impact Movement from as we transition from college to our jobs and to small groups, or whatever it is that we're doing in life, really just being able to have a network of people who have the same faith, who can really just sharpen one another. And it's just a great opportunity just to be a part of something like that that blesses. It ministers to me.
Yes, so we want you to know who are listening and are post-college that this is not just a college ministry. We know that that's the heart of it, but high schoolers and post-college folks join with us at the conference and volunteer.
That's right.
Often at the conference. This year, Tim, we have a whole national transportation strategy. But the only thing we don't have is folks to help volunteer for that. We need travel leaders. So if you are interested in helping as a travel leader, I know you stayed connected with the Impact Movement by volunteering.
Yes.
And so if you just press that Contact Us button, then we'll know that you want to plug in that way.
That's right.
So, all right, how about we hear some of your spoken word?
Let's do it.
That's what we're waiting for.
All right. I looked into my community, and I saw all of the oppression taking place under the sun. I saw the tears of the oppressed, and they had no comforter. The mist of yesterday's calamity danced with the smog of today's desolation, while depression and despair cried out to the heavens. Unleavened souls roamed through the rubbish of remorse in search of remnants of hope. People were standing at the shore, trying to explore further than the sea would allow them to see, but the chains, the ones that bound them so magnificently, left them stationary and secluded from life. But despite its vice, they lifted their voices with the vivid vitality, but they were not heard. I looked into my community and saw all of the oppression taking place under the sun. I saw the tears of the oppressed because they had no comforter. No comfort was found in them because they groaned as if giving birth, awaiting for sons and daughters to mother belief and father change. The blame has been passed off in exchange, and things remain the same. The system is broken and beyond repair with shovels and hammers. It is evidence. See the lifeless ones scour the planet in search of peace, rape, molestation, nation against nation, genetically enhanced vegetation. Just she groans and earnest expectations waiting for you to rise up. So join us from every high place, every low place, every crevice and every crack to make an impact on your campus, your community, and the world. No need to question about tomorrow, because this is the time, the season, and the day. So the question is, will you be the mission and action, or will you simply be MIA?
Tim. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so we still are going to get to hear a new piece by Level 316. So we've got that, but just a few more things I want to say to you all who are listening. If you are involved with the church and want to benefit from the resources that the Impact Movement has to offer, please contact us. We want to get you connected. If you want to be a part of our whole volunteer system with the Impact Network, please contact us. So with that, I pretty much will leave you. Was it a good night? Huh? Was it a good night? Was it a good night? So glad you all came here. We've still got some registrations left, so there'll be enough for you all and then others. We have until midnight to register at that discount of $80 to pay $199. In response to Trey, someone said, Indiana University is coming deep. So the gauntlet has been thrown, and sounds like folks are picking it up. Indiana's coming deeper. I hope others do as well. We want to thank again the Adams Group for their immense generosity. Would you thank them with me? Thank them so much. And we really hope if you've got needs in your faith-based organization in particular, just know they will lift you to the next level. And speaking of level, how about Level 316? Okay, they'll close us out, and I'll say good night to all of you. Good night.
Okay. It would not be right for us not to end on a song, okay? But before we get it crunk, because we're going to have everybody here in the studio audience come on with us, because y'all are all going to come to the conference, right? Right. Dope. But before we do that, we got something that we just want to say to y'all, and something that we ultimately want to say to the Lord. You want to share some of your heart about that, Crystal?
Let's just sing.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. Let's get into it.
I'll say.
Yeah.
I'll say.
Yeah.
I'll say.
Yo, I got so much upon my heart. Where do I begin? Where do I start?
I'll say.
Woo!
I'll say.
Y'all moving with us out there?
I don't know what to come out my mouth. Ladies, won't you help the boy out?
Out. One breath. Yeah. Sing song. Yo, so much more. I know I will say I'm thankful for the cross. Anybody excited about Jesus alone?
This is my last chance to cry.
Yeah. 127 is the message I'm about. Last words, guess I better make them count.
Make them count.
I do this on my own if I want it, but the house is not a home. It's my father come and build it up. Story of my life, rolling with my own plans. Trying to measure my success with my own hands. Living life in vain, doing what I wanted. Focus on appearance so my image got confronted.
But you know,
Jesus had a purpose for my life, didn't know it. Started seeking him first, then it started showing. Matt 633 is what I'm banking on. To my last breath on this earth, Jesus take me home.
Yo, I got so much upon my heart. Where do I begin? Where do I start?
I don't know what to come out my mouth. Ladies, won't you help the boy out?
It wouldn't be deep. Price or to speak. If this my last breath, I pray the Lord my soul to keep. I know tomorrow's never promised, but what you promised me is the crown of life forever if I love you and believe. You got me living in the king. Call on Captain Planet, I don't even need a ring. I be lifting up my hands, all I wanna do is sing. I know all while I was there, I was lifting up the king. Jesus be the name, bloodstained Steve-O. Said I gotta go, but adios amigo. John 17, I be praying for my people. Don't take them out this world, but keep them from evil. You got me saying, man. You got me saying. I know my mama's gonna cry, cause I'm my only son, but she know I'm going to the one that gave his only son. Yeah. Man, I got so much upon my heart. Where do I begin? Where do I start? I will.
I don't know what to come out my mouth. Ladies,
Anybody just want to praise him with us right now? Yeah.
Glory to you. Hallelujah.
It's a simple praise. We know that's the highest praise. Anybody just want to sing it with us?
Hallelujah.
Or you can sing it with us. It's simple. Yeah, God, and we desire to give you the highest praise as we set our minds on you, God. As we think about our life in this world and how we're least deserving, but yet we're most desired by you, God. Yeah. We want y'all to say that with us.
Hallelujah. Glory to you. Hallelujah. Jesus, I will say.
Can y'all say that with us?
I will say.
Let me hear you.
I will say. Yeah.
Let me hear y'all a little bit more. Y'all quiet. Where y'all at?
I will say. I will say.
Why?
I will say.
Y'all sound beautiful. Hey, give yourselves a hand. Now look, we're gonna do it like this, man. Okay. We got people in the live broadcast, you know what I'm saying? I want to have all y'all come up here with us. Can we get some people to come up here and rock with us? Hey, hey! Yo, those that's watching here, we're excited that you stayed and stuck around.
Come on.
But we're gonna do it like this. Yo, I want y'all to say, yo, come on, come on.
Come on, come on.
Say, come on, come on.
Come on, come on. That was good. I think they can do a little bit better though. They can do a little bit more. So let's do this. Let me hear y'all say it one more time, right? As loud as you can. Hey, y'all know what you do? Come on, come on. Come on,
I seen it, boys, like Nicodemus. Thing is, they need an encounter with Christ Jesus. Jesus will get them ironed out, anemic. Confess with their mouth and in their heart. Believe it. Needless to say, I used to walk like a demon. Now that old song been redeemed. Remade with my spiritual. Ephesians 3 said I'm really encouraging you to read it. Yo, come on, if you want to see Jesus. Gospel of peace is laced throughout my sleep. Foundation laid, precursor before my feet is. Giving him glory as a thriller.
He's the infinite Godhead, eminent, magnificent, Madden is the King of Kings, practicing before Genesis. Max is master, pastor before and after, self-existent.
Wait up, I'm not finished yet.
Immutable, constant, faithful, promise, sovereign, merciful, divine, almighty, he's diligent, and seeking his own, the mysteries known, and now they call us co-heir to the throne. I'm not finished yet. The God is here, the grace is bound, so now we say Christ on the day we break this down. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on,
Say go, Chris, go, Chris, go, Chris, go. Say go, Chris, go, Chris, go, Chris, go.
Yo, look, a female lyricist, I'm last on the track, when you craving this flavor, this not be breaking your neck. Oh, I know, you can't believe it's gospel, you saying what is this thing that's got me tingling in my soul. It's great, coming like a thief in the night to change your life so you can start something good with. Okay, leave what's left, cause he doesn't care about the mess, just leave to check it, know that the blood covers the rest. You can dance now, it's okay to move. Just because we Christians don't mean we can't get our groove. Is that because we Christians we gon' want to set the vision right out on the devil's head. We're no longer apprentices. The business and clap issue with the lean back to this rhythm they want to use this is right. That's why I gotta dance with all of my might. No longer dancing in the dark, I'm dancing with the light. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Everybody point to everybody in the live broadcast. We looking at you. We thank you that you came out. We appreciate you. We want to see you at the Impact 2012 conference. Yo, who looks like this? Everybody tighten up, tighten up. Yo, we gonna whisper it to him. We gonna say, come on, come on. Bounce with it, say, come on, come on. Impact Conference. Make some noise. Appreciate y'all. We out of here, man. Love.